Hello and welcome to episode number 41 of the 1-5. I'm your podcast hostess, Trisha Lewis, the self-designated tech goddess, and I will be coming to you weekly in this audio podcast format with great EdTech tools, tips, and tricks. In this week's episode, I will be talking about Lumio. Lumio is a digital learning tool that helps teachers create engaging lessons that students can interact with in class, remotely, or on their own time on their own devices. Lumio aims to engage students in the learning process through interactive presentations that incorporate questions, interactive content, games, and virtual manipulatives. Teachers can launch their Lumio lesson from any device, and students can join from whatever device they have access to. Students can work at their own pace, both individually or with their peers, or the teacher can guide the lesson experience. In Lumio, you can create games that can be played together or by each student, assign digital handouts, have a space for classroom discussion, comments, access a library of ready-made activities, and so much more. In Lumio, you can also import PDFs, Google Slides, PowerPoints, and Smart Notebook files to dynamic lessons and activities. You can also pick and choose what you want to keep from each source so that the lesson or activity is customized for what you need. Lumio can be used for learners of all ages, and it can be used with any internet-connected device. All teachers can use a free account that stores up to 50 megabytes of Lumio files. As of the publication of this podcast in August of 2023, pricing for Lumio is at $59 per teacher per year, and that includes unlimited students. There is also institution pricing available. If you're looking for a way to engage your students further in your content area during lecture or through independent practice, I encourage you to give Lumio a try. Do you want to learn more about EdTech in your learning environment? Check out my website, trishalewis.com. There you can explore my resources, subscribe to my weekly email newsletter, and contact me. Don't want to miss any episodes in the future? Be sure to go to your favorite podcast app and search for the 1-5 podcast and subscribe. Feel free to review and rate and let me know what you think of this podcast. Keep in mind the information shared on this podcast may take additional clearances from your tech department to work properly in your district, school, or classroom. I have vetted all the information shared on this podcast and is available and or correct on the date the podcast is originally published. But remember that services, sites, or products can change or become unavailable without a lot of notice. Thanks for listening and join me next week for another episode of the 1-5.